See, this is what I mean. Right here. This is a prime example of what I mean. People become the same thing that they preach against. Now, I'm all about people coming together. Don't get me wrong. People who have the same agenda coming together to try to work to make some progress, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But when people have an agenda to remove other people so they can get other people in there just because they cool with them, but they ain't talking about doing any of the changes or any of the things that are necessary for the betterment of people. We're not hearing that. All we hearing is this person has to go. We don't like him. So this is what you need to do. And what I mean, let me bring everybody into the circle of what I'm talking about. Tyrese does a video where he's pleading to the New England Patriots and their team not to go to the White House for the annual visit that every other team goes, to be in unison to this movement that they have, saying that the president don't share their diversity. Well, here's the thing. That is how you feel. And no one's questioning how you feel about the situation at all. If you feel that way about the president, by all means, that is you and your group and the way he does things. And I'm in full agreement. Meaning that I agree. He never should have been president in the first place. I think it was a bad selection by people. People that they hate and anger and confusion lead them to vote for a man who's incapable of doing the job. He doesn't understand what commander-in-chief means. Now he's trying to refute a lot of the things that he put in place when he was running in the election. And now he's trying to say, look, I'm trying to do what I said I'm going to do by exercising a terrible thing in his first 100 days. An emergency way to try to just deploy and block people from coming into the country. And no judge was going to ever approve it because you could sue the United States government. You have legal people with legal visas. All of a sudden, you're going to say all visas are canceled right now? And this is an emergency thing? And it wasn't like people didn't even understand what all you were doing when you made the decision, the executive order to ban traveling. And it's like for the immigrants. And it went from, we're trying to start a new vetting process. Here's the thing. You come up with a vetting process first, a new stricter one. Then you put the action in place. You have to go through the proper channels. You can't just bypass everything and just jump right into it. That's going to lead to a problem. Every time. Not some of the time, not part-time, every time. Because now you created a big situation with the government. Because what they tried to tell you is what I said in the video. You're not just talking about some poor people that's trying to come back and forth. You're talking about very rich and powerful people who travel for business around this country, doing business and deals, and they can't come back in the country, and they got to spend money and time away from their family. And then those other people who got travel visas, they're not dumb people. They're very smart. Some of these guys are doctors, lawyers, very powerful bankers. They deal with a lot of big accounts, and they have a lot of influence. And the worst thing you want to do is upset these type of people who you will create a problem with more of these countries than ever. If maybe that was your goal all along. So we don't know. But my thing is like, how many terrorist attacks have been in the United States of America? Besides the Boston situation, which was one guy who basically they've been living here for years, and the other girl was a white Boston American girl. She was just a wife. You know? So, listen. What Tyrese is saying, I get it. I understand what you're trying to do, but to tell them they should do this and go out in public and make that statement, you shouldn't tell them what they need to do. They're grown men. Believe me, they all have a right individually to attend or not to attend. There have been other players who didn't go to the White House, wasn't for political reasons, they just chose not to go. The event and show still went on. But I don't say because Donald Trump is the president, we got to break all tradition. No one's going to come meet with him. No team is going to do this and that. If they, as a team, decide, as a team, we decided we're not going to the White House. I mean, that's a team thing. But I'm quite sure the organization is going to want to go. Because not everybody feels the same way as you, Tyrese. Not everybody feels that they shouldn't want to go to the White House. There's a lot of history. A lot of people never been to the White House. Their family might want to go. You be like, look, we're not showing them going to the White House is not going to affect anything. When a team goes to the White House, it's news for like a half a day and that's it. The Cubs went to the White House was probably the biggest thing ever. And that's it. Nobody focuses on the team that goes to the White House. It's becoming a bigger story because people with their politics are trying to make it bigger than what it really is. The attention and focus should be on Chicago's death rate. There is over 200 shootings. It's like, 51 murders already in 1 month? 51 people are dead. Probably over 500 people shot. If I'm just going off the top of my dome. That is an alarming rate. 51 people dead in 1 month. What's going to happen the next month? And then the month after that. So now they're talking about we don't want the president's help with the military trying to get clean the streets up. Somebody's trying to do something. It's better than everybody talking and doing nothing. That's the way I look at it. There's a video of Tyrese doing this speech and everything. I'll put it up at the end of the video, and I'll put the link in the description box so you guys can check it out. But I don't disagree with what he's saying. I just understand that it's politically based. And I don't like when things are politically based and you're saying, hey, you got to do this or you should do that. No, they shouldn't. Do what you feel is right by you. That's what you do. I don't go out here and tell people what they should do and what they need to do. And I'm not about agendas. For some reason, I was born with that chip to be my own person, no matter what the crowd is saying. If I feel different, I just feel different. I don't do it to go against the crowd, like my mom seemed to believe. You just want to be against everybody. It's not the case. This is the way I feel. So if I feel in this direction, and I've been like this since a child, which is quite unusual. I didn't go with the peer pressure of everybody saying this is what we need to do. If I didn't believe in it, I wasn't rolling with it. So I was blessed to be born with that gift. To me, that is an extreme blessing. But people know what the problem is. It's about, do they care to want to fix it? It's like, how many more people must die before somebody say, well, do we come in now and get involved? Do the celebrities come in and say, look, let's put up the money for Chicago so we can get some jobs and some schools open, some centers, some programs? I mean, until we get that, what are we really doing? We're just running around in a circle. Because somebody's got to do something. Somebody got to put this government that we're defending against Trump and protecting, somebody got to hold them to the fire to do what's accountable for places that they are in, like their own backyard. So, I'm out.